on May 17th, 1960. We were to commemorate the Brown decision, and about 4,000 of us marched from the AU Center to Wheat Street. We were going to go by the Capitol. The governor at that time was Governor Vandiver, so he lined the Capitol with all these policemen with billy clubs and dogs. So the chief of police, Chief Jenkins, Herbert Jenkins, met me on the bridge as we were coming up Mitchell Street. And he said, you know, the state patrolmen are there ready to beat you all when you get to the Capitol. I said, yeah, I know, but Dr. Mays told me. He said, well, it's going to be bad for Atlanta. I said, well, we're not turning around. So he and I walked from, I guess you would say, it must have been, I think it's Markham Street. We were walking side by side. And I was thinking, I said, you know, if there is violence down there, I'm going to be blamed because I'm that hard-headed student who won't listen to these old folks. And we were trying to get the movement off the ground. So I decided to call off and divert the march. And so I told Chief Jenkins, I said, if you, as the chief law enforcement officer for this city, tell me to turn the march at Peachtree Street, I would do that in the interest of public safety, because I don't want anybody to get hurt either, because I made the point. And so we did turn he didn't turn around and gave me the order after I told him what to tell me. And we turned at Peachtree Street. However, about 200 students who were so far behind until they didn't know we had turned, but they knew the route. And we went on down, they went on down by the Capitol. They faced the howling mob down there and the policemen, but they didn't beat anybody. But they did come on by. I don't know what would have happened if 4,000 of us had come down there. I need to tell you this, though, before. This needs to go in front. We were all gathered on the Trevor Arnett quadrangle out there. So I was telling the young people what we wanted to do. And then I got this Mrs. Hill, who was Dr. Mays' secretary. And so she meant, Dr. Mays wants to see you. And so I told my co-chairman, John Mack from AU, to talk to the people while I went to see what Dr. Mays wanted. I went up there, Dr. Mays had Mrs. Mays, Miss Sadie Mays with him. And he said that the police are ringing the state troopers and the chief wants you to call this off and the mayor wants you to call this off. And he said, I'd like to have you call it off. It's just too much, it might be violent.